Cancer, welcome to your November 2020 singles love reading. It's Raina here. So, I don't do love readings as much anymore, but I like to break them out every now and then. So I'm going to be doing at least some signs that I think will be appreciative. So here I go. And I will explain each position after I got the cards. I have a little bit different spread for this one, but not all that different. Oh, cool. So this is for single people, but it's, less fortune telling and more kind of symbolism, synchronicity, whatever floats your boat. For messages coming in. Oh, wow. I see here I got a couple of cups cards. I was thinking in terms of, I thought was this the last card? Okay, so this is the state of your love life right now. Now, typically, the Ace of Cups can actually be a new relationship that has come into your life. So it is possible when you are casually dating somebody to still consider yourself single because you're not in a committed relationship. Maybe you're, maybe there's somebody that you have fond feelings for. So you're not officially a couple, but you're dating. Perhaps in November that this is something that will occur, or that you're ready for a new relationship. That certainly can be the case. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, in Scorpio season and November 16th, there's going to be a new moon in Scorpio. And that, actually November 15th, I think it is. And that is going to be in your 5th house of romance. So that could be a new relationship coming in. The Mercury retrograde that began in October goes direct in Libra on November 3rd, but it started out in Scorpio. It started out in that 5th house. So that might even involve a past dalliance, love, whatever you want to call it, coming back into your life, contacting you, maybe you contacting them, what have you. And I don't know if that would be a new version of the relationship or what, but I just wanted to put that out there as well, is that this area is emphasized in November for you anyhow. So that's pretty cool. And so where you've been relationship-wise, so King of Wands. What about Aries? What about Leo? Especially Leo with that lion there. It's funny because I would tend to think of all the fire signs of Leo with the King of Wands. I thought, yeah, that might be Leo. But in any case, a fire sign individual, maybe a mature male. So that would be either Aries, Leo, or Sag. And I was going to joke about the maturity part because it might be chronologically older than you. But the reason I was going to joke about the maturity is that even if this person is older or is established in their life, they may still have this big kid part of them that is inherent in all fire signs. And so part of that is loving freedom. And this is where Cancer and a fire sign can, have a head-on collision. I've actually done, I think I might have done all three, you and all three of the fire signs on my channel. You can look that up. You just put in Cancer, Aries, or something like that, and how you match up. Those readings are just kind of like general for the two sun signs, or you can talk about the moon signs in those, so you can just see what I say in depth about that. But there can be one of the biggest areas or bone of contention between these two signs can be this tendency to view relationships in a totally different way. So or are just like coming together in a totally different way. Fire signs tend to be more spontaneous and in the moment, and not really like, oh, this has to last forever, this has to mean something. There's just like this very passionate approach to life, and Cancer tends to have that nesting instinct. You're the ruler of the fourth house, so you're much more interested in somebody that you can share your life with, that will commit to you. Hopefully, the sooner the better, right? And that's going to vary. Some of you have inner planets in Gemini because it's right next to you, and that may make you a little bit more footloose and fancy free. Some of you may have the moon in Sagittarius or the moon in Aquarius or something, and that you might be a walking contradiction in terms of what you claim you want and how you behave or how you express emotions. So it's very delicious astrology because it has a lot of depth to it. You would never know that if you just were used to the newspaper. I was going to say the newspaper or the magazine version of astrology, but that's almost kind of like passé, isn't it? So anyway, this person may be somebody that the timing was not right, and maybe this has to do with the Mercury retrograde, is that they come back at the right time. So this is certainly not to say that the King of Wands is somebody who did you wrong. But you are single right now. This is for single people. So if this is if this is an ex, they may have realized what they were missing. And, they're ready to try again. And will you give them a second chance is the real question. And the lesson that you have learned with all of the past, your love situation is represented by the Strength card. Oh, I just noticed that it's half lion because this is connected to Leo. And there's that, I think it's called the Ankh. I don't know if that's correct. I'm thinking that other Egyptian symbol, but this is that symbol of eternity. The sideways 8 that is present in the Rider-Waite deck. And so the Strength card is a card that's connected to Leo. So here we have two cards with the King of Wands that could be referencing a specific person. But in terms of lessons learned, it can be that you have had to really, develop yourself, become more confident within yourself, become stronger. Maybe you were looking to somebody else to kind of bolster you up in some way, not because, oh, you're just this pathetic, dependent type of person, but simply because you have, that's wired into you to want relationship. But perhaps you didn't know how to get what your needs met. And sometimes when Cancers feel insecure, they cling, the claws of the crab. But when you are more sure of yourself in relationship, and you know that other person is going to be faithful to you, that they really love you, and I'll tell you, if it's a Leo person, chances are they will be faithful. Obviously, every person is different, but Leo tends to be very loyal to the person that they're with, and they're also very warm and passionate, romantic. So in a way, you could say that would be an ideal partner, even though you have certainly different ways of living life. So maybe you've had to kind of learn how to practice self-love so that you're not looking to another person to kind of bolster you up. the better it gets, the better it gets. I mean, I just did Scorpio. Scorpio was the first sign, and now I'm doing yours, and it's just like it seems like every card is good. So what's coming in is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is a card that is associated with family money. I was curious. I still haven't looked this up if it's connected to Capricorn, because Pentacles are earth signs, and this is Capricorn is the 10th house. It's also the opposite sign to you. Look at that. Looks like sacred geometry there. But anyway, this is a card because I was looking up a reference before when I was doing a love reading about the Ten of Pentacles as it relates to love, because you think about, family business or something, that's more with finances or your career. But it's also a card that can bode very well for somebody who is looking for a relationship or who has just entered a relationship. If the Ace of Cups, if you've met somebody that you've kind of fallen in love with, because it can speak to the generations. It's like generational wealth, but it can speak to, having this type of relationship that stands the test of time. So if this is a person that you meet, it doesn't mean that they're going to be a particular sign, but just it doesn't matter. And even the cards on the top row, the main thing is that there's some kind of new emotional response from you that is indicated in November. And maybe you've done your own work, whether you know it or not, just by feeling your feelings can be doing your work, and realizing what you have to do on your end to make this happen. But it's like I said, it's really funny because I got something similar for Scorpio of like a new relationship, and all the cards seem like real positive. And the outcome is the King of Cups, which is a card of it's funny because it has a fish. I wasn't sure if it's connected to a particular water sign, but this is water energy, and yet it's masculine. The king is masculine. So it's a combination. Look at the starfish. And this was a mature man. Now, even if you are a woman interested in men, and this is a man who is chronologically younger than you, he would still have he would still be emotionally mature for his age. He would be a lot more advanced than maybe other men of his age. So it's not so much chronology as it is the development of the whatever that element is, and in this case we're talking about water. So this is the outcome is somebody who is very caring, and somebody who is emotionally mature, so they're not playing games. So that means that their heart is not closed off, and they cannot give and receive love. They might be very understanding of you. And this is the kind of person who's a keeper. So I really like this, and I really hope that it manifests for you, Cancer. If you would like a deeper look at your love life or any other type of astrological readings that I offer, please click on the link below. I also offer private tarot readings. And I have a book called Manifest Your Soulmate. It's an ebook, and that's also available. So for more information, click on the link below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.